Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Kayla. I make anti-MLM content, lifestyle, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you're returning, I love you. Hearts, kisses, all that stuff. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like anti-MLM content. I would really appreciate it. So before we jump in, I have to get a couple things out of the way. My filming setup's gonna be changing again. If you follow me over on Instagram, you know that we are getting ready to completely redo my entire studio, so I'm really excited about that. And I've had so many of my subscribers send over like their ideas and what they think I should do. I'm so excited because this room is literally going to have a part of every one of you guys that sent your suggestions, your opinions over. I think it's gonna be so cool when it's finished. So I will be probably moving back upstairs until we get everything finished, but that's okay. So today we're going to be reacting to a couple different MLM distributors. Of course, their little IGTVs, some screenshots, different things like that. I have a whole bunch of pretty juicy things in here to talk about. So your girl's gonna come through today, that's for sure. One of my subscribers sent me a couple different screenshots of things. The first one is for Nuskin, and this was posted in a group chat, and it's really interesting because she was telling me that this is what they're using in order to promote, or should I say, scare people into purchasing their expensive ass LumiSpa, pretty sure is how you say it. I almost died when I seen this. Like, talk about manipulation and scaring people into it's absurd. Another reason everyone needs a LumiSpa. This is a face mite. These micro guys live in your pores, feed on skin grease, and mate on your face while you sleep. Sweet dreams. Okay, I'm not saying that like microscopic things don't exist. Clearly, I mean, it's been beaten to our heads over the last year. Wash your hands because little tiny germs are crawling all over you. Of course, that means they're going to be crawling all over your face. What is wrong with these people? We all know that this kind of like microscopic shit exists, but we don't need to be reminded that they're feeding on our oily skin and mating on our face, okay? We don't need to be scared into buying your product because of that. So I went over to their website to just kind of, nose around to see exactly what this LumiSpa is. And they have a few different like categories that you can choose from with these. When I clicked on this one at the top, it's $395, okay? $395. So essentially you get the battery powered, it's one of these like facial cleaners. Then you get the cleanser, a recovery fluid, and another product that's called the True Face Essence Ultra. Almost $400, okay? Let me tell you guys, this guy, he comes with, I think, 2 other attachments here. I got this at TJ Maxx for less than $10. I love it. I use it religiously. My face wash that I use on the regular, this is like a staple. Origins. This is the Refreshing Scrub Cleanser, and $20. These 2 products from The Ordinary, the niacinamide and the peptides, they're like $5 to $7, okay? Use this instead. You don't need a $400 quote-unquote system from Nuskin to keep little mites from mating on your face, okay? Just don't do it. It's silly. It's ridiculous. Like, these people need to get it together. This is absurd. So, a lot of you may already recognize this tippity-top Beachbody coach. Guys, yesterday I had to deal with some of her posse, I guess, would probably be the correct term to use here. All I did was just essentially point out the toxic, manipulative behavior she is extremely well known for wasting food for her Instagram stories and Instagram IGTVs. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. She'll go and she'll get like fast food or like food that she considers junk food. She lays it all out on the table and she shows you how to swap it out for something she considers more healthy, which is usually along the lines of the little containers for the 21-day fix. Anyways, so she's like notorious for then just throwing all this food away. Like, it's super privileged and I don't like it. So anyways, I had to deal with all that yesterday, but you guys have been sending this to me like crazy. The Beachbody coach had posted this a couple weeks ago. I can't tell you how many times you guys have said, hey, go check out this video. Hey, look at this. So we're going to watch it today and talk about it.
Right? Like, truly be healthy and eat the foods that are healthy for you. And I don't want to give you permission to shortcut your way out of that or give you a workaround where you can still eat shitty food, but maybe lose weight, because it's not just about losing weight, right? It's about being healthy. So if I see one more nutritionist or dietitian talk about how McDonald's and their healthy options or Chick-fil-A and their healthy options, I'm going to lose my shit. Like, Chick-fil-A, their grilled has the additive yeast extract. Yeast extract, one of the main components of that is free glutamic acid, which is one of the main components of MSG. Don't eat that. That's not healthy. I'm sure I could dig into all of McDonald's stuff and find a million things in there to be like, this is not healthy. I'm not going to do it right now because I got to go teach a workout. But it's just frustrating to see people like nutritionists and dietitians saying, like, here's the option at McDonald's or at Chick-fil-A, because people who don't spend their life studying it and researching it, right, they look up to these people and they want to hear from these people and they want to know what their opinion is, and they're like, well, this person said I could have it and I trust that person, even if they just change their wording a little bit, because there are options that I would say are probably better than others. So if they were like, these are better options than this, I might be okay with that. But to just slap the label like this is healthy, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find something that's truly, truly healthy at McDonald's. Like, maybe if you eat the salad without the dressing, but once you start putting that dressing on there, woo, no. So anyways, you guys, careful where your source is coming from. Are you guys happy?
So the issue, there are so many problems with this video. You are telling people not to listen to certified dietitians, people that literally studied and do this every single day. They have a degree, they have a certification. You're a coach, not even a coach, for Beachbody. Now listen, I'm not an idiot. I'm not naive. I understand that there are healthy options out there, okay? If you have the ability and you have the choice to substitute something healthier for, like a Big Mac from McDonald's, of course, sure, you probably should. But it's not going to kill you to have a Big Mac or some chicken nuggets or some Chick-fil-A every once in a while. You know what? Even if you want to have it once a week, like big deal in my opinion. After this, I was like, okay, so my biggest problem here is that it's, restrictive with food. The calorie intake is extremely low. There's so many things wrong with these Beachbody plans, in my opinion. Anybody that is following these systems from Beachbody, I can guarantee you that this is playing into the issue of mental health for them. I can only imagine how stressful this shit is, okay? So I went over and I was kind of looking into the 21-day fix just to see like how they set this up, right? And guys, like it was literally way worse than I even imagined, okay? So I'll pop a picture up on the screen right here, but essentially each bracket goes through like how much you weigh, you pick that bracket, and that should be your calorie intake. Like, what is this? Okay, an across the board average for calorie intake, and I'm sure that any dietitian will tell you this, the average diet should have somewhere around 2,000 calories in it. So I did the math on this, okay? You're supposed to take your current body weight, multiply it by 11, then add 400 as your baseline, and then subtract 750. Okay, so I weigh 128 pounds. I actually just weighed myself yesterday. I fluctuate between 125 and 128. So with the math on that, my calorie intake, they are saying, should only be 1,058 calories. I would literally die. Okay, I would starve to death. Like, I would starve to death. I drink one of these a day. Okay, I'm always on the go. I work a full-time job. I'm a mom. You know the drill. Okay, I drink one of these a day. I am also a soda drinker. Should I quit drinking soda? Absolutely, but I drink soda. Okay, I drink probably 2 to 3 sodas a day. Yes, it's bad, but it's my life. This is part of my diet, and just the liquid alone between the soda and this, that's well over my Beachbody calorie allowance. I wouldn't be able to, like, it's not sustainable, okay? I graze throughout the day. I eat kind of smaller portions compared to a lot of people that I know, but I eat a lot throughout the day. I'm constantly picking, I'm constantly piecing, I'm constantly eating something. That's just how it is. Everybody's different. You cannot go solely based on something like this and expect everybody to be the same and everybody to react the same. I know so many people that have said that they did this 21-day fix and they felt like they were doing a crash diet. They felt horrible. They had no energy. They felt like they were going to pass out. They felt really sick because it's not sustainable. It's making people sick. It just blows my mind that there are people out there that are actually being told by Beachbody and by this specific coach to follow these plans. And again, I know that people struggle with portions. I know that people struggle with weight loss. I understand that. But there are safe ways to portion food, lose weight, and then there are what I consider to be a crash diet. And I truly believe that this is a crash diet. Like, going back just to that chart alone, like, you literally cannot put every person in the same bracket. My husband, he weighs more than I do, right? If he would even consider taking in the calories that they recommended for his size, he would not be able to make it. Like, he would probably just starve to death, you know? Some of these plans, they want you to cut out, like carbs and starch. They want you to cut out calories. When he was in the military, he literally ate nothing but carbs and starch and had a high calorie intake. But he had only 2% body fat because he was exercising. So you don't have to necessarily completely restrict your food intake and your calorie intake. As long as you're up and you're moving and you're trying to be somewhat healthy, you're okay. She just seems so privileged, because not everybody has the option to be able to afford healthier foods. And maybe they have to go to McDonald's or maybe they have to go to Chick-fil-A. And if they pick the healthier option at McDonald's, like, isn't that still better than not trying at all? So this is another Beachbody coach that a subscriber had sent to me. It says, "Hear me out. It's not that you don't have time. We're all busy, right? It's that scrolling on TikTok for 1 hour is more important than a 1,000 plus hospital bill you'll receive in 30 plus years because you didn't prioritize your health now. Sorry, not sorry." I mean, do I really even have to say anything about this? Stop shaming people because they don't want to join your MLM company, okay? Because they don't want to do your workouts or they don't want to pay triple the amount for a shitty protein powder that is supposed to have all these superfoods and all this amazing shit, but literally is junk. It's junk, okay? It's a high-priced junk product, so expensive, not because it's a good product, but because there are so many people in that chain that has to get paid that they are charging $130 to $180 for Shakeology. Like, I'm getting fired up in this video and I am sorry, but like, I am so damn tired of this stuff, guys. Like, I am so tired of it. Beachbody needs to start training their coaches properly. They shouldn't even be calling them coaches in the first place. They need to start putting out the right marketing material. They need to start watching what's being put on social media. They need to start watching what's being said to individuals. Like, I blame all of this on Beachbody. I'm not blaming these people that are involved in Beachbody. I'm blaming the company because it is their responsibility to make sure that every single one of these people know exactly what the reality is, what they should and should not be saying. And they are not doing it because they don't care. As long as Beachbody themselves are making money, unless it's like some extreme issue, they're not going to do anything about it because they're making money. So these Instagram reels, I've really been seeing some crazy stuff in these Instagram reels by these MLM distributors. So let's watch this Instagram reel.
Just say when. Just say, seriously? Are you serious? Okay, this is impossible. I'm starting over.
Okay, so on the screen it said, when my friends think it's too good to be true. And then it goes on to say, paid 5 times per month, work on your own time, no monthly fees, no inventory, high-paying comp plan, Cadillac program, personal mentorship, free all-inclusive trips. Like, lie. Okay, with the paid 5 times per month, it's like $10 here, $7 there, $15. Sure, maybe the bulk of it will add up to like $50 for the whole month if you're lucky, but the majority of people aren't making much money. What they do is you're like, oh, I only get paid 2 times a month at my regular job. If I get paid 5 times a month, I'm going to be making a lot of money. Like, that's what they do. They make it sound like it's so much better than what it is, but they're not getting paid very much with these 5 times per month. I've seen them, they like to post their earnings sometimes on social media. Sometimes they blur them out, but you get a couple that like slips up and like actually posts their screenshot, and they're never anything extraordinary. They're all extremely low payments. So it's not that great, guys. Work on your own time. You know what? This is an irritating thing too, because I really do believe that these MLMs play into like burnout, like work burnout, because all they do is work and they're working for free. I think it's funny when they always say like, well, the company doesn't have to pay for advertising, so, they compensate us really well. No, they don't. You're always on social media. You're always doing advertising on social media for these companies, and they are not paying you a dime for advertising. But yet you're still doing all this work and never getting paid for it unless you're lucky enough to have somebody join underneath of you or sell a product. Like, that's the only time you're getting paid for all of this working on your own time. No monthly fees is a lie in my opinion, because you got to meet rank, you got to hit quotas, all that stuff. No inventory. I mean, sure, maybe they don't necessarily require you to carry inventory, but we see a lot of inventory loading because these people want to hit rank. So they'll buy all this inventory in order to get to the next level. The highest paying comp plan, I mean, they all say they have the highest paying comp plan or the best comp plan, like, whatever. That literally means nothing to me at this point. Cadillac program, that's bullshit. Check out my video that I did on the free car. It had like Mary Kay in it, Arbonne, Monet, I believe. It's pretty interesting. We know that these cars are not free. Okay, they're not free. Personal mentorship, so what, right? So what? And the holy grail, the free all-inclusive trips. These trips aren't free, just like the cars, they're not free. One, you're going to have to be at a certain rank before you even qualify. And if you've qualified, that means you've probably spent a shit ton of money to get to that qualification level. And they're not going to fully cover it all. Consultants are usually left with the plane ticket, the cost of the hotel when you get there. Like, it's not free. There have been people that have came out and talked about the fact that when they were involved in these companies and they went on these trips, like, they were literally taking out loans just to be able to pay for their plane ticket and their hotel stay. Like, that's not all inclusive. It's not free. I'm sorry, it's not free. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. You can follow me over on Instagram at __ Kayla Ren. I love hanging out with you guys over there, connecting with you, and getting to know you. And as always, thank you so much. Wait, I just said that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.